1. The idea that built a nation long before America became a superpower. It began as a whisper, not of land but of belief. The year was 1776, and a small group of men in flickering candlelight wrote words that would outlive them all. Freedom, independence, destiny. But these weren't just words on paper. They were codes. Each word struck something deep in the human mind, something older than any government. The longing to be free. These visionaries didn't create a country first. They created a story so powerful it could rewrite reality itself too. The hidden language of symbols. Every great story needs symbols. And America designed its own mythology in secret layers. The all-seeing eye, the unfinished pyramid, the eagle soaring through light. Each symbol wasn't random. They were psychological triggers, meant to shape emotion, belief, and unity. The eye represented destiny, unseen but watching. The pyramid meant progress, an eternal climb toward the top. The eagle was divine ambition. Even the flag itself spoke silently through color. Red for sacrifice, white for virtue, blue for the heavens. These weren't decorations. They were messages written directly for the human subconscious. 3. The birth of a belief system. While other nations were ruled by monarchs or bloodlines, America chose to rule through ideas. Schools, sermons, and songs carried the same message, that liberty wasn't given by kings but born from God himself. The founding fathers understood psychology. Repeat a belief long enough, and it becomes truth. So they taught not only laws but loyalty. They built the first psychological government, one where imagination, not just power, kept people united. The revolution was fought on battlefields, but it was won in the mind. 4. Manifest destiny, the holy expansion. Then came an idea that turned ambition into duty. Manifest destiny. It told settlers they were chosen, that the continent itself was waiting for their arrival. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, every mile conquered was painted as divine purpose. This belief justified expansion, but it also embedded something deeper, that progress, even when cruel, was sacred. America grew not only in power, but in its conviction that its mission was eternal. 5. The psychological empire. By the dawn of the 20th century, America realized something extraordinary. It didn't need to conquer nations. It could conquer minds. Hollywood emerged as the new cathedral. Through movies, stories, and stars, the American dream was exported in light and sound. Every film carried a hidden lesson that happiness, heroism, and success all looked American. The screen replaced scripture. The theater replaced the temple. The mind replaced the battlefield. 6. The rise of emotional control. Then came advertising, America's quietest revolution. What began as posters became a new form of hypnosis. Brands stopped selling products, they sold emotions. A car wasn't transport, it was freedom. A soda wasn't sweetness, it was happiness. The same emotional patterns that built the nation now built the market. The message evolved. To buy was to belong. The economy and the psychology fused into one system. 7. The digital dream. As the 21st century arrived, the empire of belief upgraded its tools. The printing press became the news feed. The cinema became the algorithm. The story that began with quills and ink now flowed through pixels and screens. Freedom was now measured by connectivity. Control was disguised as convenience. The system didn't need armies. It only needed attention. Every scroll, every click, every like became a silent vote for the same dream. Endless progress. 8. The mirror of power. America no longer ruled by borders, but by belief. Every nation now carried a reflection of the American story. Freedom, ambition, self-made success. It was no longer just a dream. It became the global template. The hidden genius of America wasn't domination. It was persuasion. The world didn't need to be conquered if it could be convinced. 9. The blueprint that never died. Today, the same psychological blueprint still guides the modern system, not as a flag or a nation, but as an invisible current shaping the future. Technology, politics, culture, all follow the same ancient code: belief before power. Because every empire eventually falls, except the ones that live inside the mind. The American story was never just history. It was the prototype for how belief becomes reality. 10. So when we look at the world today, the screens, the stories, the dreams we chase, we must ask one question: who writes our beliefs now? The answer is simple. The same idea that began in 1776 is still alive, still evolving, still shaping everything we see. Because power doesn't begin with weapons or wealth. It begins with the story you believe.